Hello everybody, welcome back to the PvPerium channel. Today we're going to have a bit of a Guild Wars 2 roundup. Everybody's banging on about this one. It looks fun, although I've not played it. I very much doubt they're going to release anything that looks shit. So to be honest with you, it could be shit. I don't know, I like the concepts they're going for, but until I've played it, I reserve judgment on that one. So this is a bit of a roundup post. There's an awful lot of YouTube vids out there covering, you know, the various development of it and so on. I thought I'd try and bang it all out in one. Knock it the fuck out. So what have we got? Guild Wars 2. Very artistic game. Looks a bit sexy. Hopefully it plays well. It should have learnt from games like Warcraft and God knows what else in their UIs and so on. I start at the top with the professions or classes, whatever you'd like to call it. There are 8 of them. Now, I'd like to start by saying we don't have tanks, healers and DPS, just varying forms of DPS. Hopefully it'll keep instance queues down, although it does seem this is predominantly a PvP based game. Well, as far as I care, it's a PvP based game anyway. Lots of world versus world action. Although, one thing I did read, which I think is quite good, is if, for instance, you have a fort, your guild or friends, whatever, you've decided to build yourself a fort. How that's possible, I've no idea. Perhaps you just steal one from somebody else. And some other bastard from another world or something like this, from this world versus world PvP situation they got going on, wants to come and steal it from you, and you know, and well, what do they call him on the instance? Douchebag Carl, that's him. So Douchebag Carl turns up with 99 of his friends, and there's 4 of you, and you're like, what? Oh my god, we're fucked. You're not. It shouldn't be that bad. Apparently, they just chuck a bunch of NPCs at you and say, yeah, enjoy. And I'm told that they're not shit NPCs, but I again, reserve judgment on that one. So, you know, you're not supposed to be outnumbered, that's the idea. If you want to do some PvP at a high level and you're only like a low level, then they'll give you the abilities of that high level and stuff like that. So they're pretty good with their game balancing, hopefully. Anyway, the professions or classes. We've got the Mesmer, sort of a ranged / magic based on deception. That's the most recent class to be announced. Looks a bit crap to me, if I'm honest. I don't like the idea of being a Mesmer. It seems to me that if you're like a mage in Warcraft, you have mirror images. Once you get used to the sort of the motions that those mirror images do, it's really fairly obvious to see the fucking frost mage that's continuously hitting the jump button sat right behind them. So, you know, I don't know. Again, we'll see. But that's your Mesmer. Engineer seems like a bit of a pain in the ass class to come up against. Probably if you can get anywhere near him, you'll probably just bonk him on the head and he'll die. But he's got turrets and mines and bombs and grenades, so that's probably a fun little utility class, something like that. The Thief, I'm interested in that one. Being a shit rogue myself, I can be a shit thief instead. Melee and ranged, primarily melee though. Moves to the shadows, all that sort of rubbish. Stealth is limited to a time frame. I don't know what that time frame is, can't remember, but you can't just wander around stealth in this one. You have got to come out every now and then. The Guardian seems to me unkillable. It's melee. Melee class, but the melee is sort of based on magic attacks. It's, I guess, like a paladin. What paladins used to be in vanilla. Fairly useless, but nice to have. Necromancer or necrophiliac. Think warlock. Once it's killed you, it will fuck your corpse. Ranger. Think a hunter. Probably clunky and crap. It should be a bit more positive. I think hunter, brilliant. You know, for women. Warrior, again, unlikely to be killed. Warriors generally aren't. They hit very hard and take very little damage unless you're coming up against a Mesmer who stands still like his mirror images. And the Elementalist. These ones seem a lot of fun, actually. I'm probably not going to bother. I can't really bother with spellcasters. But that's a ranged spellcaster. Think Shaman on that one. The various races. The Sylvari, I think it's called. Plant men. Think hippies. They literally come out of the trees. Weird people. Norn. These are mountain-dwelling barbarians. I was thinking Welsh when I saw these. Quite unsociable. I wouldn't like to meet one. The Char. Now, the Char. If you imagine a goat had sex with a wolf, which created a child that then had sex with a human. That's a Char. Yeah. Yeah, seems a lot of fun, that one. Next one is the Asura. Retarded aliens is what I've written down here. Probably should they should just be eaten by the jar. They look I don't like that. And humans, the valiant race that ultimately are trying to improve ourselves, although realistically hate everybody else. What other interesting facts are there? A threat in this one, because we don't have tanks, heals, and DPS. Threat is switched between whoever is closest to the boss. So, you've got your necrophiliac at the back there hurling damage. If you're, I don't know, for instance, your thief is the one currently taking a pounding, you're going to say, oi, stop fucking that thing. It's dead. It's wrong. Come and stand here. He gets close. You run back. He starts taking damage. Everybody can self-heal. Everybody can res each other and so on like that. So it makes the game a little bit more, a bit more free. A lot more movement-based. I think this will be. Also, res times in PvP are like 10 seconds, which is brilliant as far as I'm concerned. There are no flying mounts. I like this. I mean, it'd probably be a pain in the ass after you've been playing it for 2 years, but I do like this originally because, I don't know, in Warcraft it does seem to be a little bit frustrating that you do just fly over the content. They spend all this time making it and then you just go and just fly over it. It seems a bit pointless. So yeah, no flying mounts in this. You're going to have to literally run through everything. I would assume you can get, I'm pretty sure you can get ground mounts, speed you up a little bit, but no flying mounts. What else is that? Yeah, the actions in the world is actually, they matter. If, for instance, you go off and save a village, that village is saved. It is saved. You don't just have to kill the 12 that you've been designated and then bugger off and the village starts burning again. No, they might even resurrect a little statue in your honour. Won't that be nice? And like Red Ridge in bloody World of Warcraft, where they've been rebuilding that fucking bridge for like 5 years. So, the recent developments of Guild Wars 2 are, everybody's wondering when this is coming out. They've been quite tight-lipped about it. I think it's probably quite wise, actually, because it builds excitement. Everybody's absolutely gagging for this game now, really, really wanting it. And so they just give out little trickles. I mean, the Guild Wars 2 website, it looks lovely, not really helpful. Recent developments are, closed beta ran from the 16th to the 30th of December. I've no idea how well it went. More are scheduled depending on the outcome of that one. Bit vague, but again, they're just, I think they're just teasing a little carrot on a stick, really. After that, allegedly, there's going to be a couple of short open betas, depending on the close ones when, and then launch. So probably no massive stress test like Star Wars had. So a bit of a sum up there of Guild Wars 2. Hopefully it's going to be of use. I've always said it's of use. Just watch it if you like it, sub if you don't. Bye. Anyway, cheerio!